This video is intended to go with an essay that's linked in the description, so if you're watching this and feel like you're missing context, go read that. I am going to show right here how fun unit tests make programming. Let's see, I want to run my tests here. I've done part one of this programming puzzle and everything is working, but they are throwing me a curveball in part two because all of a sudden J, which meant Jack in the card game that we dealt with in part one, now is going to mean Joker and it's going to be a wild card. So I'm thinking I don't want to throw away all my code that I did for part one. I want it to still be there and still work, and I don't want to just copy paste it because part of the fun of this is making code that's not embarrassing. I'm not in this just to get the solutions and see how fast I can earn stars in the puzzle contest. So what I'm thinking is that I'm going to internally represent Jacks and Jokers differently. So I'm going to have a separate card for Joker, a separate character, which I think I can just add one to this list and not break everything that has worked so far. Yeah, that didn't actually break anything. But what I'm going to do is have this other function that I use. It's going to take the J's in the input and say, okay, let's use those as wild cards, and we're going to do special things with the wild cards. And of course, that's not going to break anything. But all I figured out in part one was that with this simplified version of poker, all that matters is the card counts, and all I do when I create a hand is get this sorted array of card counts. But now I want to keep track of the wild card count and treat it specially. And whenever we find one, we're going to up that count. Then at the end, we're going to take all those cards that we found and just transfer them onto the highest count that there is. It doesn't matter which card has that count given the way the puzzle is written. So let me just put that in here. Let's see. So first I'm going to splice it out. And it doesn't matter if there's another card that has the same count because it doesn't matter which count belongs to which card, so that should be fine. What's wrong with what I just did? Pardon me a second. Oh, yeah, this has, I had the wrong thing. I wanted to do that. Get in the habit of using find index, but that's not necessary for this. So, oh yes, we're going to delete just that one thing, and then we're going to add the wildcard count onto the highest count. And I think that didn't break anything yet. Okay, let me take a look. So 5905 should be the new thing, the new result. And of course I want to try out my code. And why not do the minimal part. So I split my tests up by part 1 and part 2. I'm going to keep doing that even though I might only need one test here for part 2. If I don't solve the puzzle, I will just, I'll make some other tests to figure out where I went wrong. So this is going to be while. Oh, I need to tell it how to import that. And add one more paren. Okay, but this has got to be 5905. All right, let's see if that worked. It did. Well, gee, so I should put my puzzle input in and see what the supposed right answer is. Let me see if I can pause this video because you're not supposed to see my input. No, looks like I don't get to pause, but I'll let you know in the comments if I succeeded or not. Hopefully this is good.